We get trapped in words, and sometimes words speak us instead of we speak words because there is a big gap between deeds and the words. This is a problem. Even in Chinese tradition, we try very hard. It attempts to emphasize the integration between words and deeds, but this is very much idealistic. So how can we make it more pragmatic, more practical, more concrete? And I would put it this way, as I sometimes lecture to my students and have seminars, I said we human beings do need to have some ideals, even though the majority ignore them. But there are a few people who take them seriously. One among 10,000 happens to take this ideal seriously, it makes some difference. So, okay, in my mind, okay, I encourage myself, advise myself, and remind myself, and also my students, okay, to take what we have discussed seriously, and then you could possibly behave properly and virtually and morally, and you may possibly affect other people. So bit by bit, we could not, make a whole package sort of, something like that. But this is one thing for the individuals. But sometimes the government plays a very important role. And some philosophers in China try very hard to convince the government of some of the valuable insights retained in Chinese tradition. For instance, they used to pay much attention to economic growth. And nowadays, they try to transform or modify their policy, and by paying more attention to environmental protection, and also the establishment of a harmonious society. And also they try to promote the idea of scientific development. It sounds very common in Western societies, but in China, it's supposed to be a new concept accepted by the statesmen or politicians. So it reflects some functionality or influence from the scholars, but bit by bit, it's a gradual sort of process. We cannot build Helsinki overnight. Okay, so I have some.